the source of information, have helped start tortoises to be repatriated back to their homes in Nalamala Hills, and they were rescued from the smugglers. It gladdens me to learn that the National Wildlife Genetic Resource Bank at Raccoons is one among the exclusive league of 23 such labs in the world. I am told that the scientists at Raccoons have developed technologies for assisted reproduction and have successfully reproduced black buck, spotted deer, and rock pigeon using these advanced technologies. In Nehru Zoological Park, endangered mouse deer have been successfully raised from a few individuals to more than 250. These are all really major developments. The similar effort should be made for Hangal deer in Kashmir, wild buffaloes in Chhattisgarh, and red ponds in Darjeeling. I am pleased to note that the activities of raccoons involving zoos have prompted the formation of a consortium involving 5 zoos from different parts of the country to promote biobanking of endangered species. This is a very timely initiative. I am sure this consortium and others will take full advantage of this biobanking facility. With the ongoing climate change has become real. Must have read in newspapers the climate change, how it is affecting in America and also Canada, how the temperature has gone up unusually. Even in India, we are also witnessing. And it also underlines the importance of the need for taking effective steps, as climate change is real and it is happening. We, unfortunately, human beings, we all have played with the nature, destroyed some of the nature's gifts. For example, forests. Forests, I was discussing with the Honorable Home Minister, there were plenty of forests during my childhood even. Now we are planting trees. On one side we are cutting the trees. Now we are planting also. There is every need to really plant trees in a massive manner and protect them. I am happy that the Telangana Chief Minister is taking interest. Afforestation is need of the hour. We must go out of the way to develop forests, greenery at every place, including place of our residence. We have some of the most biodiverse regions and is home to a wide range of ecosystems such as forests, grasslands, wetlands, deserts, and coastal and marine ecosystems. We not only need to protect and preserve our ecosystems, but also make every effort for conservation of endangered species for the well-being of animals, plants, and humans. I have always been stressing the need to protect nature, preserve the culture for a better future. Nature, culture together for a better future. This is what I stress everywhere. I am sure that the modern biotechnological tools will help in mitigating the adverse effects of wildlife and ecosystems. Before concluding, I would like to appeal to people to shed vaccine hesitancy. Some people think vaccine is a government business. That is the business means work of government. Vaccination is for our protection. In fact, it should become a national movement, and every person should get vaccinated, make their family vaccinated, and also take initiative to educate the neighbors also, because it is the safest thing that has been proven. We are all seeing, and we have reports that our vaccine, Covaxin, is useful even to tackle the new Delta variants and other things. That's a happy news to us. So our scientists, our doctors, they are really great. They are doing a great job. But we must take advantage of it and we must pass on the information to the people. Media, it should play a very important role in this, and the icons of the society, various people. They should also get themselves involved into this movement of educating the people. The vaccines made by Indian companies are safe and are effective. At the same time, people should not lower their guard. Everyone should follow COVID-19 appropriate behavior by avoiding large gatherings, maintaining social distancing, wearing masks, and remaining in well-ventilated areas. This is also equally important. Once COVID-19 is behind us, we would have also taught us that has taught us the importance of being technologically ready to deal with other infectious diseases in our country. There are many reports that connect climate change to emerging infectious diseases. So I hope that CCMB and accounts and other research institutes and public health organizations in India would expand their facilities to perform surveillance using rapid genome sequencing platforms. Undoubtedly, a strong focus should be one's health. This idea is already embodied in Maha Upanishad such as Vasudhaika Kutumbakam. I urge our scientists to strive in making India self-reliant and a global leader in public health and in dealing with emerging health challenges in the future. ఈరోజు ఇక్కడికి రావడం, మీరు చేస్తున్న పరిశోధనలను గమనించడం, స్వయంగా కళ్ళారా తిలకించడం, మీతో కాసేపు మాట్లాడడం, మీరు చేస్తున్న పురోగతిని గురించి, ప్రగతి గురించి తెలుసుకోవడం చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. ఈ వాతావరణ పరిరక్షణ చాలా అవసరం. దాంతోపాటు వన సంరక్షణ, సస్య సంరక్షణ, పశు సంరక్షణ, జంతు సంరక్షణ, ఇవన్నీ మన సంరక్షణకు దారితీస్తాయి. అదేదో వాటి గురించి అని అనుకోవద్దు. ఇవన్నీ తగిన పాడలో ఉంటే ఒకటి మరొకదానికి సహాయకారిగా, పరోపకారిగా, ఉపకారిగా ఉండి సమతోలనాన్ని తీసుకొచ్చే ప్రయత్నం సమాజంలో చేస్తాయి. ఒకప్పుడు అలాగే చేసేవి. కానీ మనం మనుషులం స్వార్థపరులమై, అజ్ఞానులమై మనము ప్రకృతి ఆడుకున్నాం. ప్రకృతి ఇప్పుడు మనతో ఆడుకుంటుంది. ఈ క్లైమేట్ చేంజ్ అంటే అదే కదా, ప్రకృతి జనంతో ఆడు. సో మళ్ళా మనం we must go back to our old culture of living with the nature, protecting the nature, so that we can live happily. ఈ విషయాన్ని అందరూ గమనించాల్సిన అవసరం చాలా ఉంది. ఇది ప్రభుత్వాల కార్యక్రమం. ये काम है तो सरकार का है, ये सब काम सरकार करेगा, हम बेकार बैठे तो चलेगा, ऐसा नहीं चलेगा. This has to be understood by one and all, and everybody, I hope, will perform their responsibilities. Our Prime Minister is taking initiative to create right climate in the country for innovation. We're all seeing these words: innovation, incubation, intervention. Many of these things, they have become part of our activity now. They must be accelerated. Innovation for a better nation. So I hope that people here in this institute who are working the cones as well as zoo, they'll pay more and more attention to take steps to protect this endangered species and also protect the humanity in a big way. I would like to compliment all of you for the wonderful work that is being done. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Vice President of India, for your very kind words about our institution and for appreciating the work that we do not only in wildlife conservation, ecology, and evolution, but also across the wider gamut of biological sciences, the work that goes on at CCMB. And we are fortunate indeed that your knowledge pilgrimage has brought you to our doors, and we hope to see you again. As a token of our appreciation and to mark this event, we would like to offer you a memento. I request our director, Dr. Vinay Nandikuri, to please do the needful. And now, I call upon my colleague, Dr. Karthikeyan Vasudevan, to offer a vote of thanks for the occasion on behalf of all of us from CCMB.
Words of thanks, no vote.
So it has been a wonderful day. Our chief guest, Honorable Vice President of India, Shri Venkaiah Naidu Garu. Venkaiah Naidu Garu, sorry, sir, sorry. So I thank you for your kind visit here, for obliging to come here within a very short notice and making this visit as part of your journey, as you said, to visit different knowledge centers in the country. And we hope it will bring you back here someday in a place which has transformed and also taken your words of advice and implemented them. And you will see greater growth here, I hope, if you will visit next time. I again thank you, sir, for your kind visit here. And it has illuminated us tremendously. It has given us the motivation to go ahead and do many things in a very purposeful way. I also thank our guest of honor, Sri Mohammad Mahmood Ali Garu, State Home Minister, who has also kindly consented to kindly come over and preside over this occasion. And our director, Dr. Vinay Nandikuri. He has been a source of guidance for us, and he has supported all our activities continuously. And particularly for this visit, he has been providing us necessary advice from time to time. Our dignitaries, Srimati R. Shobha Garu, PCCF and Chief Wildlife Warden. Telangana Forest Department has been our constant source of support, sir. And particularly Madam Shobha Garu, she has taken special interest in the activities that we do in association with the Nehru Zoological Parks and other places. So I thank her heartily for coming over and presiding in this occasion. And Ms. Farida Tampal from WWF India, State Director of AP and Telangana. And she has also been interacting with us continuously and supporting our work. And our mutual interests also keep guiding us to do better service to the country. The Central Zoo Authority is not represented here, sir, but Dr. Sonali Ghosh, Dr. S.P. Yadav, both of them have been a great source of support for Lacons. And they have been responsible for the booklet that you have kindly released today. This would not have been possible with the generous support we have been receiving from the central government through CZA. And for organizing this event, I would like to thank the Telangana State Police, who have taken special interest in making all the necessary arrangements, helping us at every step to make sure that this event goes smoothly. The GHMC officials who have come and helped us in organizing this event. The CCMB team, I would like to take a few names. Dr. Lakshmi, who's my colleague and has been a constant source of support. She has been guiding us from every step to be able to make this arrangement and conduct this smoothly. The staff members, my faculty colleagues, students, They have been tirelessly working to make these arrangements. The security staff, security officer, security staff of LACONS and CCMB, Dr. Somdatta, whom I would like to acknowledge for having contributed to preparation of this booklet. And she has also contributed to the preparation of the guidelines for COVID precautions that need to be taken. So with this, I would like to end my word of thanks.
We are nearly at the and with that we come to the end of today's program. I reiterate that it has been our honor and pleasure to have the Honorable Vice President of India, Sri Venkaiah Naidu Garu, to visit our institution. We sincerely hope for a bright future for the science and practice of ecology and conservation in India. Jai Hind.
Subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button. Click the bell button and enjoy the latest uploads from our channel.